What's up, Clips? I ain't seen you in a while, my boy. Where you been? Nah, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. I just been busy. That's all. I'm gonna have to straighten out for you though, man. As soon as I can get back out to the range, man, I'm gonna start recording, put some videos out there for you, man. You know, I really just been. Oh. Right. Remember what I told you, right? Yeah. What I say? Grown man business. Grown man business. Bah! Ooh, that boy right there. Golly, Carlos, where you going? Come on, man, please. Please what? Huh? Please what? Boy, you're shaking like a stripper. Tighten up. I'm so disappointed in you. YouTube, what's going on, man? And before y'all say anything, yes, I know it's been a little minute since I put a video up on the channel. I know, you don't gotta tell me. I know, fully aware. But we're back, man. I've just been having a whole lot going on. We're not gonna get into it, but without you know dragging this video out for super long, just been having a lot going on, man, just in the personal life and work life. So trying to balance everything has been real tough. And then on top of that, once things started to calm down a little bit, yo, it's been like storming, raining out here non-stop. So I really haven't even been able to make it out to the range because it's always been pretty much flooded out. So we're finally out here today, man. We're ready to shoot, ready to do some content for you guys. So appreciate y'all for coming back, tuning in to your boy. Make sure you drop a like on that video. Subscribe. If your notifications is off, turn them back on because we back. We out here putting out more content for you guys, and let's get into it. So last we left off, we unboxed the Cyelee Bull Pro Optic on the channel for you guys. So you saw that unboxing here on the channel. If you haven't seen that, it's the video right before this one. So definitely watch that and then watch this one. So what we're gonna do now today is we're gonna basically put it to the test, right? Cyelee did send this out to me, and they said, hey, you know, take it to the range, test it out, beat it up, torture test it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see how it holds up, and basically to say if I think, you know, it's a solid dot for you guys, right? So without further ado, let's get some shooting in. I have not shot this at all yet, so I don't know how sighted in this is. I'm just gonna fire a couple shots and see basically where it lines up on the target. So let's see what we got. All right, I'm about 10 yards out from this target. Okay, yeah, this dot is not sighted in at all. It's looking like it's quite a bit high, so I'm just gonna aim a little low. Let's see here. Oh, actually it's not terrible. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's sighted in a little bit to the point where you can kind of see it. Now I'm working with these paper targets today because my staple gun ran out of staples, so I don't really have nothing else to work with. But you can see I was aiming for the head, so I was first aiming really low, and so I was hitting way down here, and I realized it's actually not that off. So I brought it up a little bit, started hitting around right there. So it's not terrible. Like I said, we can dial it in another time, but just for the purpose of this video, that's gonna be good enough. So let's get to work. So like I said, Cyelee did want me to torture test this. So we're gonna put it through a couple of tests. You know, nothing too crazy. I'm not gonna run it over with the truck. Maybe, we'll see. But we're just gonna put it through a couple basic tests to see how, you know, it stacks up. Let me first unload this bad boy so we're clear. Put this back in the magazine. There. All right. So we are clear, empty, no mag in there. So all I'm gonna do is just a basic drop test, right? So here, let me actually turn the camera down a little bit. Boom. All right. So hopefully you guys get a good view. So this is the dot. So I'm just gonna have it pretty much just, you know, regular height, like if it was like a little bit above my holster, and just gonna drop it. All right. Now we're on grass, so this really shouldn't be an issue at all. Right, like dropping it on grass is like dropping it on carpet. Alright, cool. So did a couple drops. Alright, that's still on, thankfully. I would hope so. So let me bring you guys back up. Is my lens cloudy? Let me see. There you guys go. Alright, so putting mag back in. Just gonna take a couple shots. The dot is still on, obviously I can see it, but I'm gonna shoot in the same spot I just shot at to see if the zero has changed at all. So let's just see. Nope. Nope, still right there about the same spot. Okay, so thankfully no problems there. Like I said, all we did was drop it on grass. So I wouldn't expect to see any problems right there. If we did, we go ahead and cut the video right there. But just so y'all can see, said we were shooting at this second target from the end. So all right there are the new shots. So same general zero right there. So test one, pass. All right, so now next thing we're gonna do, we're at the little wooden table right here. We're gonna beat it up against the table as if I was like, had to rack the slide against something, you know, aggressive, right? So I can come right here and just like, oh, all right, sorry, I was starting to get into the beat right there. Okay, so we beat it up quite a bit right there, right? Just kind of smacking it up against the table. So the dot is still on. Doesn't look like much has changed. A very crisp dot, might I add. So let's go. I still got like 4 or 5 rounds in this magazine. So we're gonna go shoot at the target again. Again, just see if our zero was affected. And let's actually walk down here because I walked all the way back to my truck. Whew. One thing they don't tell you about coming to the range is you do a lot of walking. So let's go. Yo, I kid you not, it's about to rain. I'm not making this up. I feel raindrops coming down right now. So got one in right now. We're gonna shoot at this other target. Okay, there we go. I think so. All right, all right. I got one more. Let's just send one more. Oh, I don't have one more. It's weird. This mag's not locking back. Huh. Anyways, 0 still looks to be about the same. Like I said, we didn't dial it in perfectly, so I can't say it would be perfect anyway. But I was at this target on the end now, so I was aiming at this little square. You can see I was hitting consistently a little low. That's actually, it's like 3 holes right there and then 1 right there. So can you guys see that right there? Yeah. So 0 still looks to be pretty good. You saw we banged it up on the table there pretty good against the wood. Pause. But passed the test. Let me actually see, because the sun was kind of bright. I didn't know if you guys could see the reticle before, but yeah, there it is right there. So from my perspective, not sure how it comes across in the camera, but from my perspective, it's a really crisp dot. So I like having a dot that's super crisp and a very big window, obviously. All right, so next thing we're gonna do, see, we got the Cyelee still right here. So it's passed all the tests so far. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna sit it right here and I'm actually gonna shoot it right in the... All right, so next thing we're gonna do, since it's passed all the tests so far, is I'm actually just gonna give it a nice good old fashioned throw, right? So the grass is a little wet down there, nothing too crazy since it's been raining. There's a couple puddles, might get a little bit muddy. Who knows? We'll kind of just see what happens and see what it can take. And yeah, just go from there. So here we go. Here's the Optic right here. And we can just, no idea where that went. Ah, here we go. So here it is right here. So that one didn't go too far. We went right in like the sand. So let's try to get a little farther. Here we go. Oh! Okay, that one was pretty good. All right. So see, we're starting to get a little dirt, mud in there, which is good. Good. Here, let's go one more for good measure. Actually, that sun keeps moving, so you guys can barely see. Let's see if that's a little bit better. All right, here we go. So here, I'll show the gun again. See a little grass in there. But let's toss it one more time. Oh yeah. Oh, that went right where I wanted it to go. So that went a pretty good far distance. You see it landed right in that mud pile I was talking about. So definitely got a little muddy. Went pretty high up in the air too. We're gonna do one more thing for good measure. They do advertise this as being waterproof or water, I forget the actual term, but you saw it in the last video. So let's pour some water. Pour some water. We'll get some all up in there. Yeah, there we go. Pour some water. There we go, get it a nice little bath right there. So now let's try and shoot. Can I see the dot still? Let's see, let's give it a shake. Okay, dot is still there, can still see the dot. So let's try and see what our 0 looks like. All wet and dirtied up, threw it pretty high up in the air. So let's see now how she actually performs. So we're gonna be going at the same target. I just got a whole splash of water on me. Okay. All right. Okay, still looking pretty good. Still looking pretty good. So where I was aiming, let me put this down right there. So I was aiming right here. Actually, I was aiming like more so towards the head, but like I said, 0 is a little off. But I was hitting consistently right here. So pretty good grouping right there. So the 0 still seems to be holding up pretty well for what it was. So I don't really know what to do now. All right, so I know I said I wasn't gonna do this, but I don't really know what else to do. I kind of want to anyway. So, truck, red dot. You see where I'm going with this, yeah? So we're just gonna tuck that right there, and we're just gonna you know, go park somewhere else. Oh, all right. Well, definitely we went deep down in there. That is still on though. You can see that. Yeah, that is still on, even though it is quite dirty. Let's try to go shoot it. All right, so freshly run over by my truck. You can see she's pretty dirty inside, all on the glass. The gun itself too. I mean, it's been through a lot. But we're here to see if the optic. Oh, my Glock is dirty, so it slides a little. Had problems going in the battery there. So I'm gonna go for this target. Which one should I shoot? I think I'm gonna shoot on the left side here, on that top left target. So let's see if the glass is dirty, but I still see the dot. Where am I? Okay, I see. Yep, there we go. There we go. All right. Thought I had one more in there. So gun still works. Obviously, it's a Glock, but in terms of the dot, so I was aiming at this top left target right here. Like I said, again, I'm just aiming the dot where I see it go. I know the current 0 is a little bit low, but you can see I'm consistently hitting right in there. So I mean, it looks like it's holding up just fine. So I mean, I really don't know what else to do realistically to try to break it other than like hit it with the hammer, but like I feel like that's kind of stupid. But I mean, it still works. It still it has its original 0. So I'm gonna call that a pass, 100%, A plus. So shout out to Cyelee for sending this out. We have some other ones too, so I definitely want to put those to the test. See if we can maybe push it a little bit farther But I mean, for all intents and purposes of what we did out here, it's like I wouldn't have any issue about my the red dot, you know, breaking or having any issues after going through that. So good job, Cyelee. But wait, there's more. So since you guys stayed around and stayed tuned to the end of the video, I am going to be giving away one of these Cyelee Bull X Pro optics. It's going to be on my Instagram, so make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. My Instagram is going to be right there. It's going to be in the description below as well. So again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, because I am going to be giving away one of these Cyelee red dots to one of you lucky viewers here. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Be safe, be smart, be blessed. Like the video, subscribe for more. We got more coming your way, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.